Okay, Assalamualaikum and good afternoon everyone. Welcome to another episode of Quick and Easy Cooking with Mimi. Today I'm going to feature a 20-minute dinner complete with rice, steamed fish, and dessert, chocolate lava cake in only 20 minutes. So to save time, I already made one set over there. It's going to be ready in 3 minutes and 37 seconds. Meanwhile, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do here. So this side, you start off with an empty bowl, and then we're gonna make our chocolate lava cake first. So this is a recipe from Cookie Do Spain, and I translated it for you. I'm gonna post the recipe later in the comments, all right? So we start off with 80 grams of cooking chocolate. The recipe says 50 grams of dark chocolate and 30 grams of milk chocolate. So you dump it into the bowl. Sorry, I forgot to activate the weighing scale, but you just dump it into the bowl, and then we crush it for 5 seconds on speed 6. Hi Mariam, apa kabar hari ini? Okay, and after that, we're gonna add, I wanted to activate the weighing scale. Let me grab the butter. So I have a bit of butter here. If I remember correctly, it's 30 grams, but anyway, I'm gonna give you the recipe later. So again, we set it on tare, and then 40 grams of butter. So it's 40 grams of butter. And we're going to melt this for 2 minutes, 70°C, speed 1. So this is the nice thing about the Thermomix. The temperature is so precise that you can never go wrong. So if, say, I'm melting butter and chocolate right now at 70°C, it will not burn, the chocolate will not seize, it will just melt beautifully. And it only takes 2 minutes, and I don't have to do double boiler like what I used to do when I was still selling cakes. So a bit of an introduction if this is your first time to be here with me. My name is Mimi, obviously, and I live in Malaysia, and I've been using my Thermomix since 30th of July 2018. So this was my first Thermomix, and this is my third. I have 3 in all. Okay, so for this chocolate lava cakes, this is actually a recipe for 2. But considering the size of my, I don't have ramekins, but I have these cups. They're stainless steel or aluminum, I'm not sure. And I bought this from the baking ingredient shop. I've tried this before, and this one is about 120 ml each, and it can, I can make three pieces of these chocolate lava cakes. So how do I know that it's about 120 ml? So remember, this is a measuring cup, and up to this point is 100 ml. So I'm gonna fill it up with water right now so that you can see. So this is 100 ml of water. I'm not sure if it's clear. It's 100 ml of water. So if I pour it in here, so you can see that it's almost full. So that's how I know that it's about 120 ml or so. So I actually bought these because they fit in my varoma, and I calculated how many I needed for a certain recipe. I actually bought these to make Asian heritage cupcakes, and they fit nicely, and they're just right for the recipe. Meanwhile, over here, oh my goodness. So this part is done, the one that I prepared beforehand. I'm just gonna open it because I don't want the chocolate lava cakes to overcook. Now remember, when you want to open your varoma, always turn the lid away from you, and it's designed in such a way that it will catch all the drips. And then you can use the lid to catch the drips as well on your counter. So I'm lifting this up. I'm just taking a peek at my fish. What's important is that the eye has popped out. So if the eye has popped out, that means your fish is ready. I've got my thingamajig in here. So I'm taking out my fish. I'm going to show you later the recipe for this fish. And then I remove the varoma tray. And down here, I've got my chocolate lava cakes. So I'm going to set these aside for now. I'm going to show you how to make these. I need to take out my rice as well. So my rice is right here. You have to be careful when opening it because of the steam. And then we're going to use our spatula to take out our rice. So it's all designed so beautifully that each accessory has multiple uses. So you just put it in like this. And then you let it drain. You flip the top, okay, gently. And then you use your 4 fingers to hold the spatula and your thumb to grip the lid. And okay, let me try that with my left hand so that you can see better. So this is how you hold it. And then I've got my bowl in here. And I'm just going to turn this upside down like this. So beautifully. So even if you're cooking rice for one person, you don't get any of the crust at the bottom. So I'm going to scrape this in a while because I hate to waste any food, especially rice. So I'm going to scrape this in a while and serve everything so I don't waste anything. Meanwhile, so this one's done. Then I'm going to throw away the water. Before I get rid of the water, I'm going to show you all the starch that has come out after we cooked our rice in our simmering basket. Okay, where's my simmering basket? So the basket looks something like this. And while it was cooking, it continued to wash the rice. That's why we get all of this starchy water. Can you see it? I hope you can see it. So all that starch, if we cook it in the traditional way with a rice cooker, our body is going to absorb all of that starch because it goes into the rice and the rice goes into our bodies. So this is one of the benefits of the Thermomix. We can have lower GI rice. All right, so this one, I'm set it aside because this one's done. That one's done. So now, what do I do next with the chocolate lava cake? So the next step for the chocolate lava cake is simply a matter of adding 2 eggs. It's a bit crowded in here today, but I'm sorry. So what do we do with the eggs? As usual, when we want to use eggs, we have to crack it one by one to make sure that we're not getting any bad eggs. So 2 large eggs. When baking, always use large eggs. If it's not stated, assume it's large. So 1. Large means grade A. And then 2. Okay, 2 large eggs. This is a super simple recipe. So we have the eggs. And then we're going to add some sugar. Now this one, I think 30 grams. Yep, 30 grams of sugar. Then we tap on there. And we add 20 grams of self-raising flour. So if you're looking at Spanish recipes, self-raising flour is often referred to as harina posteria, something like that. Like it doesn't really translate well into English, but I asked my Spanish friend. I have a Spanish friend who lives in Ireland, and she's also a Thermomix advisor. It's so wonderful how Thermomix brings people close together. And then we put them all in here. I will just scrape down some of the stray bits of chocolate. And then it's just a simple matter of mixing this for 20 seconds on speed 4. Now make sure before you start that you already grease your cups. Speed 4. So not just grease, but actually to use butter for this one because we want the lava cakes to taste nice. Okay? So I've got 3 of these. They're ready. And then I have my fish. This is a very, very simple recipe for fish. Okay, this one's done. So let me just scrape it out and put it into my cups. So this is how it looks like. It's just nice for 2 people or if you love chocolate, you might end up eating all of it for yourself. So this is one of the things that I love about the Thermomix. The recipes, 64,000 so far. They keep adding to it every day. There are options for big families and small families. So this the batter is about 300 grams, 300 ml. 300 ml. So you don't fill it up fully. You fill up each one about, well, depending on your cup, but for my cups, I fill up each about 100 ml. And then I'm going to pre-clean this. No, I'm just going to rinse it. I'm not even going to pre-clean it, because I'm going to use it to steam. Okay, so I'm just gonna stop this. I'm sorry, I don't know what happened to my mic. I thought you would be able to hear me better with my mic. Apparently, tak dengar. So, I will rewind lagi sekali in case you didn't hear earlier. I'm cooking today, or rather I'm cooking today 3 dishes in one go. So in 20 minutes, we have rice, we have steamed fish, and chocolate lava cakes in one go. Okay, and I made one set in advance, and I'm making another set right now. So for the chocolate lava cakes, it's actually chocolate lava cakes for two. It's a Spanish recipe called Volcán de Chocolate por dos, something like that, like chocolate volcanoes for two. So even though it says for two, because the size of my cupcake tins somehow can make three, so I'm making three. Okay, and the recipe is very simple. I'm going to share it later in the video description. It's actually 50 grams of dark chocolate, 30 grams of milk chocolate, and then we need 2 eggs, 40 grams, wait, was it 40 grams or 60 grams of butter? I forgot, but I put it on later, and then 30 grams of sugar and 40 grams of self-raising flour. So in Spanish recipes, self-raising flour is often referred to as something like harina posteria. And thanks to my friend Sarah from Ireland, she's a Spanish lady living there, and she's also a Thermomix consultant. She taught me that it's actually self-raising flour. Okay, so I've cleaned my bowl. I'm just gonna rinse it. So nice after making chocolate. And this one is fine because I'm just gonna use it for steaming my rice. So when we cook rice, I've got here about 200 grams of rice. If you are using beras wangi, which is jasmine rice, then you have to put water same level as your rice. But all other rice, we put a bit extra, like, you know, like when we use the rice cooker, and usually we use like this joint. So that's about 1 inch or so of water extra. That's how you do it. So I'm gonna do the same thing now. I've cleaned my rice prior to this, and now I'm putting in just a bit extra, about 1 inch higher. Then I put my lid on top. I remove my MC. Then I put my varoma tray. I'm gonna put in my the batter, my cupcake tins, already wrapped in cling wrap, in the varoma tray, a varoma dish. Then I'm gonna add the varoma tray, and on this varoma tray I'm going to steam my fish. So this is golden pomfret, about 600 grams. What I do is I cleaned it, and then I did some diagonal cuts on both sides so that it will cook faster. I rubbed some salt and pepper on it. Super simple recipe. And then I took a little bit of ginger. Some of it I'm gonna stuff into the belly, some at the bottom and some on top. Super simple. And then I'm just gonna drizzle it with a bit of light soy sauce. I'm using Angel brand. This one is recipe, as the Malay say, aga-aga. Not too much because it will be too salty. So it will look something like this. And then we just put it on top, just like that. Senang gila, super simple. And we're gonna cook this for 20 minutes, Varoma, speed 3.5. So it's just like cooking rice, which is 18 minutes, Varoma, speed 3.5, not Varoma, 100C, speed 3.5. This one I made it 20 minutes, Varoma, speed 3.5. And then the fish that we have, I'm just going to garnish with, hang on, I'm going to clean my hands. I'm just going to garnish with a little bit of spring onion. So I have it here. I have my rice. And then now we're gonna unmold our chocolate lava cake. So if you have a bit of ice cream here, would be so nice at this point. So all I need to do is to remove the cling film. Then put the thing in here and turn it upside down. Hang on. Okay, this one wasn't, sorry, this one wasn't greased so properly, so I'll take another one. It got stuck and I'm too embarrassed to show it. So let's get another one. Okay, this one looks better. More promising. You can use a knife. I damaged the other one earlier, so I'm not showing it, sorry. So you can use a knife to loosen it, the sides. And then, Bismillah. Astaghfirullahalazim. Okay, I didn't grease it properly, but yeah, you can see that it's stuck and the lava all overflowed. But basically, you know the idea. You get the idea. So in 20 minutes, I got my rice, my fish, and my chocolate lava cake in one go. So now all I need to do is to add some ice cream to this and I'm done. Okay, so I hope, thanks for joining me today, Shaz, Mariana, Celine, and I can't see the rest. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you found it interesting. Join me again tomorrow. Tomorrow, most probably, I plan to make cereal, our very own cereal. Okay, so join me again tomorrow, 6 p.m. Quick and easy cooking with me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.